Hello and welcome to another thrilling adventure here in the world of ranking things. This is Baring the List, my ongoing YouTube series where every week I pick a different tier on Tier Maker, who are not a sponsor, but if they would like to be one, I'm interested. I've done one of these a week since January. I'll be doing all throughout the year 2020. So if you'd like to get in on the action, Tier Maker, you let me know. But yeah, I rank things. Sometimes I make my own list. Sometimes I find them. Sometimes you recommend lists or topics. You can do that below, and then let me know what you think of this list. We're doing Lego bricks. This is something I just didn't even think of and just happened to notice in the toys section, which I haven't been in the toys section of Tier Maker until now. And I was like, oh yeah, Lego bricks. Why am I not ranking Lego bricks? So these are, of course, not all that exist in the world of Lego. This is a small sample, and we'll be taking a look at these. Now, do I know the names, the official names of all of them? No, but I know most of them. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about these bricks. Now, obviously, we will be chatting about the all colors of these bricks that they represent. Although one of them, I will say, particularly the one they chose, is the best of the colors of that and synonymous when you think of it. We'll start with simple. This is a 2x1 brick. It's one of the most common bricks when you think of a big bag of bricks for Lego. Don't even look at this color here. When you're going to build a shape, you're building a house. This is what you're going to. This is an A tier piece. I have to be pretty particular about my S, A, B, C, D because I don't want to put everything in S, but a lot of them are great. So there'll be a lot of A's in here. So we got the kind of like short little winged two-piece here. You're going to see these in ships and both nautical and or your boats, your speedboats, or also your planes and your spaceships. It's all right. It's not great. I'm going to put this in B. Now we've got our corner piece here, our three. It's a two with a cut there, diagonal. This is great for adding dimension to things and adding some curves. Spherical, you're going to use a lot of these. It's fine. It's good. It's in a B tier. So this is your trap door kind of thing, your hinged piece here. It's going to hook on to interconnect other things to be, like I said, like a side door, lifting up a garage door in a way, trap doors, those kind of things. That's an A tier piece. It's rare. You don't see a lot of those. I like them a lot. It's not a minifig head. This kind of cylindrical thing. Very common in Lego. Great to use, amongst a wall of bricks, your regular square bricks or rectangular bricks. Throw that in there, it really changes the shape. That's a good B tier. Corner piece. I haven't played around with corner pieces a lot, so I work in a lot of licensed Lego sets, and not so much architectural Lego sets. Mostly I do vehicle stuff because that's kind of what I'm more interested in. So you see a lot of corner pieces in architectural. I don't see those that often. I'm going to put that in B. I think that's perfectly fine to be here in the B tier. I just noticed that is, that is not, that piece background is different than the others. This thing is, it's a little tough. I will say that this piece is great, is stronger than some of the other hinge components. It's a little annoying to snap on a little bit. The ridges make it a little annoying to snap onto the other piece, but it's a cool piece, and you can do a lot with it, both architecturally and in vehicles. I've never liked this piece because you really only put like piping on it. I just remember a lot of kits that had a lot of flags in them. Your castle stuff. Just not a big fan. Actually, I'm going to put that in C. Yeah, I really don't like it. The single square peg there, very versatile, good. Put it in A. What an A. It's good to have. You get a bunch of them. You can mix and match colors. Really nice. The Lego piece. This is one of the most traditional Lego pieces. Your 2x4 in a solid color. They went with red. This is an S tier piece. It's just what you think of with Lego. If you're stepping on a Lego, that's what you think of. If you're building a wall or a castle or a house, anything like that, you're going to be doing a lot of these pieces here to get a lot of work done. It's a workhorse Lego piece. fantastic. Um, Okay. The hinge piece here, this is great for adding, sometimes you're going to add these for a lot of movement. Sometimes you're actually going to use them to just get angles, and the piece will be locked in place and it won't move around, which is very clever. But yeah, you can get some movement in there. Yeah, I used to use these to like build like secret doors in my freeform Lego sets when it was just like, oh, well, actually, that is looks like it's a brick wall. It's not a brick wall. It is. I mean, they're bricks, but it's a movable wall. Haha, secret door. Very cool. I love that piece so much. Your corner piece here, important, necessary. It's good. Um, I don't know what this is. I put it in. I put it in C. I was like, it's like like a basement set. Like that just feels like a cheat. And again, when I talked about earlier about how that one of the colors was the perfect color for what we're hearing, we're talking about your land mass, your big giant sheets, your base to build off of. And the green base is just so traditional when it comes to working on our architecture, particularly castle builds and stuff like that. You know, your grass. It's S tier, right? You don't see enough of them these days because I don't anyway, because I'm building vehicles, as I said. Lovely piece and really important. Another cornerstone piece, just like the flat of it, the corner piece there, very important. These hinge things are really neat. You get a couple of them in a solid piece. You stack them up. You could really do some fun stuff. They're very helpful for vehicles that if it was an actual build, wouldn't it be able to swing open. But you put that in there, and it does let it go. They're versatile. You can also just use them in building just to get a corner looking a little different, with the little hinge piece there. It's pretty neat. Traditional, great piece there. A 2x6, just a good solid Lego piece to have. So that's great. The 1x4 with holes. So we don't have the pegs here, which are often blue or yellow or any color really, but very important for vehicles, adding wheels to things. You got to have that, or to just have the framework of a thing. So these are pretty good. I like them. Your wing piece, we're gonna go with A. I built a lot of ships, spaceships, and a lot of speedboat things or vehicles. Lots of planes. Is it S tier? It is. Yeah, it's the narrow one. It's just great. While we're there, let's put the bigger wing up there. Look, spaceships rule. It's cool to build spaceships. Those are important pieces for spaceships. I'm gonna high rank them. This is the 2x4, but it's the 2x4 there. Not as classic as the full-on brick. The flat is not as classic, but it's still very important and great. I don't really like these pieces. I'm gonna put down here and see. I think they just look weird. They're kind of good for when you're building like models of people, like if you're working on your Yoda or whatever. It's all right, but I really the single here we're going to put in B. That's good to have, but again, somewhat rare. Great if you're working on robot stuff here. Your clacking piece, it's got the base, but you put a piece on top and it turns and cranks things together. It allows you for pivot, but also is very stable. It's very, very stable, which is a great invention, great design. I'm going to put that in A. That's a cool piece. And then your 1x3. It's an A tier brick. It's a good brick. It's not S tier. I would say that's probably an A tier. I think that those are the 1x3 is a nice little thing. You two them together with a space and helpful for things. Obviously, are there Legos not on this list that would be great? Yes. There are. I just listed. There's an edit point here because for like 3 minutes, I was just listing a bunch of Lego pieces that aren't on this list, and I realized after the fact, like, I don't want to list a bunch of them. I'll just say, yeah, the piece that's missing right here is the 2x1 with the two cylinders, which is often used as lasers. That's one of the best pieces in Lego ever. And also, the lightsaber holster is just such a great design and can be used in a variety of ways. Which is when sometimes when you're building something, you go, "Wait, that's the lightsaber piece." uh, that's just really fun, and I like that a lot. But yeah, so there's our list there. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, in the comments below, you have a suggestion? Do you have a favorite Lego piece? Am I being very harsh? Do you know what that one piece is? I'm like, what is that? I don't want to say it's Z tier, but I don't know what it is. So it goes there. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have ideas for future ones. You could actually put a link in the chat if you actually seen a tier that you think was cool, or just a subject. I still have one that I've been slowly getting the art for that I'm building myself that I will do in the future that was suggested by somebody, but it's taking a little while to source the art that all looks the same size, so it'll look good. But I'm working on it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your whatever, and I'll see you next week for the next Baering the List. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.